Alright, well, you guys know who I am if you're kind of watching this, but, if you don't, my name's Tyler, and, this is a kind of a personal video this time. Instead of a general update or, transgender update, I wanted to say sorry for, or, well, not for, but towards everybody who I've been with in relationship-wise. I know I wasn't the best girlfriend whatsoever. I was negative a lot. Even when you tried to make me happy, I was negative. I put everybody through a lot of shit, and I'm sorry about that, but I know it doesn't make much of a difference now, just because it's too late for that. And I literally screwed, like, a lot of you guys over. Well, not a lot of you guys, but... Alright, this mainly goes towards my past girlfriends, Jillian Paramore and Devin Archer. I'm sorry. I know for Jillian, I messed a lot of shit up for you. I made you emotionally disturbed, which I'm coming to realize now that that was my mistake. To Devin, you were actually one of my better girlfriends, come to tell the truth, which is really sad considering that I've had girlfriends that have tried to get me out of rehab and things like that. But honest, you were actually one of the better ones. You were constantly there, even when you were sick. You were constantly talking to me. You constantly helped me through everything. But literally, I screwed you over. And I'm sorry for that. I know I should be sorry for a lot of things that isn't concerning girlfriends, but I wanted to make sure that this was heard. That I'm sorry for every shitty thing that I've ever done. And I promise and I vow to you guys, who I was really shitty to make myself better for somebody. I mean, I know that doesn't mean much, because it's just like, you're gonna question, oh, why didn't you do that for me? Well, I was kind of young and naive. Well, for this past year I was naive, but I wasn't young. But I was young in some of my other relationships that were more complicated and more complex. Like, all my relationships have been long distance except for one. And that drove me insane. And now that I'm here in Pittsburgh, it's just like, what's gonna happen? Because Pittsburgh is one of the biggest places I have ever been in that has a lot of gay people. I mean, in Gaithersburg, which is in Maryland, you didn't have a lot of gay people like that. You didn't have them free or open walkingly freely with hand in hand with their girlfriend or hand in hand with their boyfriends. You would have them kind of secretly with their girlfriends, secretly with their boyfriends, and it would just be really awkward, even for me, since I'm kind of socially awkward already, that it would just never end well. Basically what I'm just trying to get at is that I screwed up, and there's a lot of things that I wish I could change, but there's a lot of things that I don't want to change, just because they're making me realize now how it was to be with me. I mean, I look back at some of the old comments, I look back at some of the old emails, messages, I've still got them. As a remembrance just to what I was doing. And I know it might not seem like anything now, because you're gonna think, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't do this. And I'm like, well, then I was just like, so what else do you want me to do besides that? But now that I can see what I'm doing wrong and see how everything's affecting everybody, because here I'm thinking clearly, which is shocking. I don't know what's going through my head most of the time, but when I do know what's going through my head, it's clear, really clear. And I want the person who I like now to know this. From my past experiences, I know that I will never hurt you. Never put you in harm's way, make you see me putting myself in harm's way. I will never actually be in harm's way, because I know that I'm actually loved, I'm actually cared for, I'm actually blah 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 blah, you know, you kind of get it. But you're not going to be alone, which in turn makes me not going to be alone. So nobody's going to have to feel depressed. I'm always going to be there to talk to. I'm not going to go insane like the last few relationships I've been in. You're just going to get me for who I am, not for who I was. And if you can't see past who I was, then I'm sorry, but I can't help it. And if you can't get past that, then I'm sorry that you just can't. I'm moving on with my past, even though some things is going to be really hard to move on from. I'm gonna move on, and I will do it without hesitation, because I don't want it to stop me from loving you as a person. So that's kind of all I've got. I'm gonna click the end button now, because this is gonna be awkward for me. Bye! Oh, wait, this is Rent. So yeah, sorry about that being in the background. Okay, now bye.